Hey guys, King Jet here, and guess what? Yep, once again for Phil Burnell for the entire weekend between Friday and Monday, which is today, the 19th, Friday 16th of September to Monday the 19th September, WWE Champions was hosting an event, 4-day long event, and Phil seemingly spent over $1,000 on said event. So, thanks to Gamebox, as usual. Shout out to the Giggle Gang, by the way. He wanted me to shout out the Giggle Gang. I will share his Twitter as well in the description if you want to visit his Twitter and give his page a wee follow. But he is one that always seems to be able to track his stuff, meticulously well. He knows the game himself, he enjoys the game himself, but not to the extent that Phil does. So you can see that Phil ended the tournament in 37th position. He looked at the number of points, also the points that he had in the event compared to the points that Phil had in the event. And it's a case of how do you establish, he spent over $1,000. Well, his roster went up by 1 for a factor, so you take that into account to see his level, and he got the Bobby Lashley that came with this event. And also, we have, we know he spent money on 10 of these $99.99 pools as well. This is why we got to over $1,000, because he bought 10 of these bad boys. How does TJ Gamebox work out the finer details of this kind of thing? It takes the score. He minuses his own score, minimum of spending on one coin, because he does like to spin the wheel, then divides it by the points per coin, and he divides that by packs of coins per $100, which was 10.11 packs. So, it sounds a bit fiddly when I say it like that, but he's done the math, and this is the minimum. This is the absolute minimum that Phil Burnell spent on this. And it's quite coincidental that Phil spends $1,000 on WWE Champions this weekend, when on his last pre-stream podcast, his last Level 1 podcast, what you want to fucking call it, from September 18th, he had this to say.
I finally got the results, because now I can see how much I made last month and what I'm going to get paid within about a few days here from YouTube. It's not good. I lost $1,000. I'm not exaggerating. It's about $1,000 less than what I would usually make. I've lost this month because of trolls. Okay, that's terrible, and I already have issues.
You sure as fuck have issues, Phil. It's quite a coincidence that you fucking blow $1,000 on this dumbass event, and then you're suddenly losing $1,000 in lost revenue. Now, yes, we can kind of track your YouTube income, and we can see the kind of damage it did. We probably should have thought about that, Phil, before spending $1,000 on a mobile game that you really should not be blowing so much money into. This has gone past the point of it being a fun little time-killing hobby. You are fucking blowing so much money into this game, and it is affecting your life. It's affecting the lives of your fans who fucking have to suffer financial detriment themselves to support you when you fucking pull on the black shirt and beg profusely for their help and their support, and you fucking make them feel bad about themselves because they weren't able to fucking give you the money that you wanted and demanded from them. It is not their fucking fault, Phil, to fucking have to make sure that they have to step up just to feed your own fucking fix here. Your next pool in WWE Champions, you have to get that rush to fucking pull the next fucking card and get the brand new 6-star wrestler and all that shit. Phil, enough is enough. It is time to seek help. This is going to fucking ruin your life if you keep playing WWE Champions. But hey, it's fucking up to you. It's your fucking life at the end of the day. We're just fucking enjoying the shit show, and we're just enjoying the amazing coincidences. Anytime you fucking need money, and you actually specify an amount of money, it seems to work out the same kind of amount they end up spending in WWE Champions. Isn't that funny? You get an emergency fucking thing breaking in the house, it's going to cost about $1,000 to fix or whatever. Oh, isn't that funny? Right at the same time as a WWE Champions event. This has happened time and time and time and time again, where a WWE Champions event coincides with Phil begging and asking for a specific amount of money that he's going to be short on, coincidentally. It has happened so many times by now that it's no longer just a coincidence. It's no longer just a funny deja vu thing. This literally is a pattern of Phil spending too much on a mobile game and then going right to his fans to say he needs X amount of money to cover his ass, to cover his losses on this fucking game. Every single time he puts money into the game, it's a fucking loss because there is no winning in WWE Champions. You get a fucking brand new JPEG to stare at on your fucking phone screen, maybe, and that's about it. Jesus Christ, man. I just thought I'd share this wee video, but thank you very much once again to TJ Gamebox for sharing the details on his Twitter. $1,011 spent on new event. But hey, at least he got the brand new Bobby Lashley, so well done, DSP Gaming, you silly bastard. This has been the King Jared. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.